what has the state done, and what have local communities done to help support Luke in its effort to get the F-35?
Well, what you have done, what the city of Glendale has done, and what the West Valley has done, is make Luke Air Force Base the envy of the Air Force. We moved here in 1941. We built the base here in 41 because it was a day's travel out from Phoenix. We're out in the middle of nowhere because of the weather that we enjoy here. We see here today. The Berry M Goldwater Range south of Gila Bend, south of Interstate 8, all the way down to the Mexican border. That's a premier training range for the nation. We have, we can be on that range in 20 minutes, 50 miles away. But what really has made it the right place for this training is the unparalleled community support led by the city of Glendale. Mayor Scruggs, yourself, the council at Glendale is just absolutely, it's well known throughout the Air Force, and it's amazing. Everybody wants to duplicate it.
Well, there have been specific things that have been done though, like the city of Glendale and other communities lobbied the legislature to accept those noise contours and also to rezone land. And isn't there also the possibility of land exchange with landowners? Yeah,
absolutely. There is, absolutely. The Luke is arguably the most protected, and there's some other bases that have some similar protections, but we're arguably the most protective military installation by state statute in the nation. And that is because of those bills that have been gone through the legislature on protecting the noise lines. Several years ago, back early 1990, the state of Arizona captured noise lines around Luke Air Force Base and put those in state statute and declared that anything inside those noise lines had to be compatible with our mission. And because of that, we are well positioned for any future mission, certainly our current mission that we have. You mentioned land swaps. There is a bill, and it actually has passed the legislature. It will be on the ballot this November. It doesn't have a number yet, but it's the exchange of state land for BLM land to further protect around all the military installations. And what's interesting about that is that it really does a huge benefit for the conservancy groups. The Sierra Club and those groups are shoulder to shoulder with the military on that particular issue, which is really kind of unique because
they don't give up land for anything.
They don't, and you don't often see a military and conservancy group standing together on the same issue, and hopefully it'll pass this year.
Well, we're certainly going to count on it because we're going to use Fighter Country Partnership. And speaking of them, I want to thank Fighter Country Partnership and all of the just Glendale residents, West Valley residents who took the time to either sign the petition or send comments to the Air Force with regard to the environmental impact study. I mean, all of this is very important, and it shows that there's a great deal of community support. Now, can people still send comments to the Air Force, or is that period over?
The period for the introduction of comments for the environmental impact study for the F-35 is closed. However, Fighter Country Partnership and a group that's called Luke Forward, that the city of Glendale is a leader in, they have a lookforward.com website that you can go to, and you still register support on that.
Good.
The Air Force still looks at that.
Okay.
For the official document of the EIS, it won't go into the document. But just for the people at the Pentagon to take a look and pulse what's happening in the West Valley, see what kind of support Luke Air Force Base has, they can go to lookforward.com and pull up and see everybody that's on that list.